Hello, welcome to Growth Track Become 301. Life Church Growth Track is designed to help you become a devoted follower of Jesus Christ. The Growth Track is comprised of 4 specifically designed events listed below. Each event helps you take a step toward God's plan for your life. Ultimately, our goal is to help you connect with a group of people where you can touch the lives of others. And so today is Become 301. Discover and understand how your personal and spiritual makeup reveals a path to your purpose. We believe God created all people with a specific plan for his or her life. Discover your gifts and passion that will help you to accomplish that plan that God has for you. Today at Discovery, our hope is that you take a step toward understanding how your uniquely designed personality, coupled with the spiritual gifts God has given you, help reveal a fulfilling path to your destiny. Proverbs 25:2 says it is God's privilege to conceal things and our privilege to discover them. Together, let's discover all that God has planned for our generation and make a positive difference for the kingdom. The goals of this class is to discover how my design helps to reveal my destiny, to discover the amazing potential of my life. John 14:12 says, "Most assuredly I say to you, he who believes in me, the works that I do, he will do also, and greater works than these he will do, because I go to my Father." Discovering your personality. Several elements help to develop your personality. First, family history. Second, training. Third, mentors. And fourth, life experiences. We are using a tool that defines personality leadership styles in the following manner. We call it the DISC. D stands for dominant, direct, task-orientated. I, influential, interested in people, witty, easygoing. S, steady, stable, analytic, people-orientated. C, compliant, task-orientated, God-orientated. On the next page, you will see the personality leadership style discovery test. And basically what you're going to do is you're going to go through each one of these 4 areas, and you're going to read the question, and then you're going to answer. Number 1, is it never? Number 2, is it rarely? Number 3, is it sometimes? Number 4, is it often? And then number 5, is it always? And then when you're done with that section, you're going to put your total up at the top. And then you're going to go to the next page where it says discover your primary personality leadership style. Find a total for each of the 4 categories by adding up the scores in that category. The category with the highest score is your primary personality leadership style. The second highest is your secondary style. For example, I am an SC. And so you'll be able to discover that. And as you go through this, it tells you to write each one down, add the total of all 4 of them together, and then you're going to divide each individual category to get your percentage. And as you see down at the bottom of page 7, you're going to see DISC, and you're going to see what your percentage is for D, what your percentage is for I, what your percentage is for S, and what your percentage is for C. So go ahead and do that, and then over on the other side, we have explanation of all the discovering your personalities, what a DI is, what an ID, SD, and so they're all over there. Go ahead and take a look at those. And then if you have any questions, again, we'll get together as you schedule a meeting. We'll talk about that here in a few minutes. But the next step, page number 12 of 22, discovering your spiritual gifts. Now concerning spiritual gifts, brethren, I do not want you to be ignorant. 1 Corinthians 12:1. The following 4 areas are areas that spiritual gifts are not. First, natural aptitudes, strengths, or abilities. We all have natural abilities that we've learned from those around us regardless of Christian faith. Many times, our natural abilities and strengths are redeemed by the Lord to become spiritual gifts. Second, character traits. We are all called to have character, and our gifts should produce the nature of Jesus Christ in each person. A person should not say he has the gift of peace when we are all encouraged to develop that character. Spiritual gifts offer opportunity for us to exemplify Christ. Number 3, titles or positions. Spiritual gifts often lead to titles or positions, but a person may have the gift without the role or the role without the gift. Regardless, we should serve whenever we are given the opportunity. Working in the area of your gifting will allow you to be the person that God has called you to be rather than just doing good things. Number 4, self-promoting. Spiritual gifts are endowments given by God to His people for accomplishing His purpose on earth. Spiritual gifts are given for the glory of God. How do I receive spiritual gifts? Number 1, accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior. Number 2, acquire faith and truth in the area of the spiritual gifts. Number 3, apply yourself to learning about spiritual gifts. And number 4, ask the Lord to give you spiritual gifts. Then Jesus said to the centurion, "Go your way, and as you have believed, so let it be done for you." And his servant was healed that same hour. Matthew 8:13. Spiritual gifts questions. Use the spiritual gifts rating sheet to record your response to the following areas on the scale 1 to 5. You see a bunch of questions here. There's actually 72 questions that you're going to read, and each one you're going to go on the other side and you see the area, the answer key that's there, and it's listed and it's numbered 1 through 72. And then what you're going to do is number 1, it says I like organizing services and events. Number 1, almost never. Number 2, seldom. Number 3, sometimes. Number 4, frequently. Number 5, almost always. You're going to go over to number 1. You're going to put which one relates to you. And you're going to do all 72 of those. Add the 3 scores across the line. You see 1, 25, and 49. You're going to add that total. The highest totals indicate your spiritual gifts. So then as you go down and you've got it all completed, you're going to see numbers, your totals, and whichever one is your highest, that is your spiritual gift, and so on. And then if you go to the next page, you will see listed the definitions and ministries of those spiritual gifts. So go ahead and take time and do those tests, and then when you're done, we'll again talk about that in a minute. Putting it all together. Let's continue on page 20. Putting it all together. First, investigate your feelings. Your gift may tie in directly with your temperament and personality. The same God who gives spiritual gifts may also make up our total being. Know your potential, strengths, and weaknesses. Number 2, identify the opportunities. Look for needs. Based upon your gifting, find out where you can be used. Do it. Number 3, inspect your results. Your spiritual gifts should work. Gifted people get results. If you have a gift of healing, sick people will get well. And number 4, invent a life group or join a team. All right, and then the next one, what is my personality type? Let's start that over. What is my personality type and leadership style? Again, you have the DISC, and you have people of task-orientated. And what are your 2 primary spiritual gifts or natural abilities that you have? You'll write those in there. And in what 2 areas am I most experienced and or interested in? You're going to write them there. And based upon the answers above, with what ministry team do I need to connect with? And then you're going to go over and see all the ministry teams that are available, and hopefully find one that fits with your gifts. And then we'll get you plugged in, get you going, and get you using those spiritual gifts that God has given you to further His kingdom. Again, thank you for going through, and once you've completed all 3 chapters, 101, 201, and 301, then schedule an appointment with me at dan@lifechurchag.com, and we'll go ahead and sit down and figure out where you need to be, help you get plugged in, and I'll connect you with the right people that you need to be connected with so that you can begin the process and begin that spiritual journey that God has called you to. Again, thank you, and we look forward to hearing from you. Have a great and blessed day. God bless you.